Hello. Uh, yes, I'm flat on my back in bed because I'm feeling sick. This is nothing new. I always feel sick. I got all my stuff on, I got my makeup on, got dressed and all, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna record a video talking about this book that I read and loved so much. And when the time came to actually sit down and record the video, I felt really sick. I don't like my body, but we're gonna try anyway. So, hello, I am Raven. Uh, and this is my first time actually making a video, like with my face in it. Um, so don't hate me. Uh, I'm going to be talking about a book that I recently read and absolutely loved. It is called The Abyss Surrounds Us by Emily Skrutskie. Please tell me I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, correct me nicely. It's about pirates and sea monsters and teenage lesbians. And honestly, what more could I ever want, right? No, seriously. This book feels like it was made for me. It's it is so good. It's full of action and adventure, and the characters feel really real. And where do I even begin? So it starts out with 17-year-old Cassandra. I'm gonna butcher her last name. Liang? Ling? I think it's Chinese. So, any Chinese viewers out there, please correct me if I'm not saying that correctly. I'm gonna go with Liang. So, Cassandra Liang. She's 17 years old. She's been training and working with reckoners, which are huge creatures that are trained to protect ships from pirates, which are a big problem in what they call the Neo-Pacific. It seems to take place in some kind of future, not necessarily dystopian, but some kind of future world. She's from the area that used to be California. I think she mentions Los Angeles. But it's not like present day. It's definitely futuristic. Things are divided up differently. There's different rules and stuff about how things work. Anyway, everything's got different names, and that makes things a little confusing. Um, but yeah, she's in charge of this beast. Her name is Durga. She's, I think, a turtle-esque kind of creature. It's not really explain what she looks like. Um, but she's big. She's massive. Um, and it's Cassandra's first trip actually taking her reckoner out with a ship. And everything's going fine, and then they get attacked by pirates. The pirates kill Durga. They take Cassandra prisoner and haul her to their captain, Santa Elena. And Santa Elena tells Cassandra that she's gonna be training this reckoner pup that has somehow, and it's explained later, but it's kind of a big plot point, how somehow mysteriously ended up in the hands of these pirates. And Cass, as she always calls herself, Cass is all like, WTF, how'd you guys get a hold of this? No, I'm not doing this for you. And they basically tell her, you're gonna die. If you don't, you'll never see your family again. We're gonna kill you. And I think they also threaten some other stuff, but anyway, basically they tell her, stay alive. In order to stay alive, you have to train this pup and do exactly what we say. And she's like, what, fine, whatever. F you, but whatever. And she'll do it. And another girl from the crew, who's about her age, is assigned to make sure she does what she's supposed to do and trains this reckoner pup and all. And this other girl's name is Swift. And I mean, they kind of like hate each other's guts at first because it's like, you're holding me prisoner and I'm responsible for you or I'm gonna die. So, not a great start to a relationship. Spoiler alert. There's feelings. But, I mean, you know, and Cassandra's like, I hate this. I don't want to be here. I want to go home. I've let everybody down. And she feels awful, and she just hates everything. And little by little, very, very slowly, she kind of starts to bond with Belle. Belle? I think it's Belle. It's Chinese for something, and it means like, see, there's Belle and there's Bao Bao, and they mean two different things. One of them means steamed bun, like a sweet, I think, and one of them means sweetheart. Anyway, she gave him like a very cute, like harmless sounding name because he's like this terrible monster creature and he's got to do like this terrible job of destroying the ships that he's supposed to be protecting because, you know, he's a reckoner and that's what he's born to do. But she's training him to do the exact opposite of what she's trained reckoners to do her whole life. And he's going to be working with the pirates and attacking the ships, the other ships. But she gives him like this cute, soft name, kind of like to make him seem kind of to like, I don't know what the word is. Make him seem more harmless, like less dangerous. It's ironic. And I love it. I love that his name is Bao. Bao? I'm gonna say Bao for now. There's Chinese viewers. Please correct me. I don't want to say it wrong. So yeah, she starts to call him things. Well, she calls him little shit at first, and she makes a comment at some point saying something about I really should stop calling him that or he'll start thinking it's his name. That made me laugh. Now she names him Bao, and little by little tiny bit by little tiny bit, she kind of starts to hate him less, and she starts to hate the other teenagers on the ship less. There's a whole bunch of them, and they're all in training to become the next captain after Santa Elena either dies or steps down or whatever. There's Swift, of course. There's Chuck, who is Pacific Islander. She's like described as like this big, like muscly, black-haired girl, supposedly a princess or something. I want to say she works with like the mechanical stuff. There's Lemon, who doesn't say anything and is like kind of shy. We don't talk too much about her, partly because she's shy and doesn't like say or much or interact with people much. She's nice enough though. There's Code. He takes care of like the technology, communications and stuff. I think he's a bit weird, but You think he and Lemon work together a lot. There's Varma, who is always smiling and jokes around a lot. Um, he's a pretty cool dude for the most part. I think he's the one that, besides Swift, he's the one that has the most interaction with Cassandra in the book. The first book, at least. There is a second one called The Edges of the Abyss, but I haven't read it yet. So if any of you have read it, don't spoil it for me. Um, Varma seems like a halfway decent guy. Swift is too. Swift is just. I mean, she's sarcastic. She's kind of aloof, I guess. I don't think she trusts many people. And she's afraid of being hurt. And she doesn't like Cassandra because her life depends on making Cassandra do her job. I guess I can't really blame her. I get the feeling she's not, and this is actually later confirmed, she's not had an easy life. She doesn't have many friends. It is later revealed that her mother is gone. I think she just left home, leaving her dad to raise Swift and her siblings, and then Swift signed on to Santa Elena's crew. That's all revealed when Swift eventually brings Cassandra home to meet her family. Her father and her sisters, or half-sisters? I want to say they're half-sisters. I don't quite remember. Half-sisters sounds right. I guess he's married some other woman or something. I don't know. Because, spoiler alert, two of them actually become pretty close. And, they swap stories about their pasts, and, they do stuff that a lot of, normal teenage girls do. And, they go watch the stars and talk about stuff, and, I mean, there's also the whole, the fact that they're pirates, and their lives are kind of in danger all the time because the pirate captain's not a very nice person and will kill people to make an example of them if need be. And spoiler alert, she does. I say spoiler alert a lot. She does, actually. Somebody, I won't spoil who in case any of you want to read it. I hate having books and stuff spoiled, so I won't spoil it for anybody else. Somebody attempts to kill Belle. And Santa Elena actually has them fed to Belle. Just chomped in half and then eaten. It's kind of a terrifying scene even to read. It probably would be worse to watch. I don't know. There's not a movie as far as I know. I looked. There should be, but there's not. It's a tense, pretty scary scene, actually. He deserves it. It is a guy. He deserves it. 'Cause, what a jerk. But, still. He's only, I don't know, he's not explained how old he is. He's young. And it's damn. Santa Elena does not mess around. So, yeah, Swift and Cass obviously don't want to mess with her. Nobody does. They seem to be all kind of scared of her. I get the feeling that's not the first time she's done something like that. She does actually have a kid, which is what? She mentions capturing a ship with her baby on her back. Her kid is not 10. But she mentions capturing a ship with him on her back, and I was just this does not fit the picture of her that I imagined. like, she's evil and ruthless and scary and dangerous, and she'll cuss you out like there's no tomorrow. But I did not expect her to be the motherly type at all, but she seems to like genuinely love her son. So take what you will from that, I guess. I would say don't judge a book by its cover, but like, she's not a good person. I don't think you're supposed to feel sympathetic or sorry for her at all. Her kid, maybe, because yikes, having that for a mom. But I don't think you're supposed to sympathize with her. She's a complex character. They all are, really. Like, Cassandra starts out hating these pirates and wanting to defend her ship and Durga and all from them, because she's been raised her entire life to do that. But, she gets closer to them, it's like, okay, they're not all bad people. Some of them are doing bad things. Some of them are just trying to stay alive. I mean, she literally talks about this in the big fight scene at the end of the book. The ship is attacked by people from, and I can't remember the name of whatever organization or group it is. The people that are part of the group where Cassandra came from. They attack Santa Elena's ship, the Nereid, and they want her to give Cassandra up, and she's like, no, frick you. And Cass is afraid they're gonna kill all the pirates, including the ones who really haven't done anything wrong and are just trying to stay alive. And that includes, like, literal children. So instead of surrendering, she takes bow and they attack the ships. And she feels horrible about this because, I mean, these are her people. This is where she came from, and she's attacking them to defend these pirates who kidnapped her and all that, and killed Durga. But, she feels bad for those the innocent kids and all, and the people who just joined in order to stay alive. And she makes a pretty big mess of the ships and the Reckoners with them. I think Bao kills like 3 Reckoners. I think it's 3 ships, and he kills all the Reckoners. And that's actually a pretty brutal scene, too. I would say this book's probably not for... I probably would have been a little disturbed by it at a 12 or so. I'm weird about stuff like this. I get upset over strange things, and some stuff doesn't bother me, and some stuff does. I don't know. I'd say 15, 16, you're fine. Anywhere up from there, you're probably fine. 14 on down, proceed with caution, I guess. There's also a fair amount of language, so if that's an issue, maybe don't read it. Especially for younger people, check with your parents first. I basically said, hey mom, I want to read this book for English class, and she was like, okay, fine. And she didn't question me about it at all, but she's also pretty chill with what I read. And watch, too, generally. But then again, I'm nearly 18, and I'm also an adult. So, what she might let me do is different from what she might let my siblings do, or would have let me do at a younger age. So, definitely check with your parents first. I forgot where I was going with this. I'm kind of a spontaneous stream of consciousness person. But yeah, she turns bow on the ships that are coming to rescue her, and he just basically destroys them, and I think probably kills a fair amount of people. He kills the other Reckoners too. Um, and I mean, it's intense, and she does this partly because she wants to protect Swift, who she has a thing for, and Swift likes her too. Um, they kiss right before Cassandra goes out to this battle, and it's the best scene in the entire book. I am a big lesbian. What can I say? I think I literally stood up and cheered when I saw that because I've been waiting so long. It's quite the slow burn. Like, multiple times you think they're gonna, like, finally confess their feelings for each other and kiss and all that, and they don't, and it drives me crazy. It's like, they're gonna do it. No! Yeah! How dare! Don't play with my feelings like that! But then they did. I was like, yes! This is what I've been waiting for how many chapters? I don't know. It's like 36 chapters or something. I probably should have mentioned that this is probably going to spoil some things. I mean, you can kind of see it coming, but like, I don't know. And after the battle, she comes back, and Santa Elena's all pissed with her. She's like, I thought you were gonna surround yourself, and Cass is like, well, actually, I had a better idea. They're not gonna take me back anyway, and I want to join your crew. And Santa Elena's like, are you serious? And Cassandra's like, yeah. And the novel ends with her joining the crew. And the next book continues like 3 weeks after. As I said, I haven't read that yet, so no spoilers. I'm excited to read it. I probably will make a follow-up video. I really hope there's a movie of this eventually because it's so good. It deserves a movie. I will say Swift and Cass, as of the end of The Abyss Surrounds Us, do not get a happy ending. Something happens. I won't spoil what, but Swift did something, and when Cassandra finds out what she did, she's angry and heartbroken, and she's just like, nah, forget this, we're done. No, it's not something she wanted to do. She's pretty much forced to do it. I mean, Santa Elena told her to do this thing, and she did it. I guess I can understand both points of view. This part of this isn't going to make sense unless I tell you what it is that Swift did. And I'm not going to do that. But it's a pretty BFD. And Cassandra is understandably upset. And that probably should have come up sooner, but I'm not sure it would have helped. Swift did something pretty bad. But I mean, she was told to do it. If she didn't do it, likely she'd die or something. Unless, I forgot to mention, Swift is doing this because she's sending the money she's earning back to her father and siblings because they're really poor and they don't have much money. They're struggling to put food on the table. They live in like this crappy little house, and that's why Swift joined the crew. It's not because she wanted to go steal or kill or anything. No, it's to put food on her family's table, and it's really sad actually because she's like 17. I'm not, I'm kind of out of things to say, but I really love this book. It's so, 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 so good. I have a feeling some things are going to get resolved in book 2, and I will make a follow-up video talking about that if y'all want. I really hope they get resolved because I really ship Swift and Cassandra. They have a really good relationship. They got so close, and like they had like kind of this instant connection. I know that feeling. I know how that goes. And I want them to end up together. We need more happy lesbians, especially happy teenage lesbians. I would definitely say 10 out of 10 stars. If you like pirates, if you like sea monsters, if you like queer romance, read it, enjoy it, and go tell Emily Skrutskie to see about making it into a movie. Because we need it. I'm trying to think who'd be good for the parts of Cass and Swift. Santa Atlanta could be Penelope Cruz. I kind of picture her as looking like Penelope Cruz. I don't know about Swift or Cass. I don't really know about anybody else either. For some reason, I feel like Lemon could be Haley Steinfeld. I don't know why. I have this idea that Lemon could be played by Haley Steinfeld. I love Haley Steinfeld, by the way. I loved her in the Bumblebee movie. She was great. I was thinking some other things too, and I can't remember what. It's gonna bug me. At this point, I'm kind of just rambling, but we need a movie. The book is amazing. I want to see it on the screen, and they better do it right. So yeah, that is my thoughts on The Abyss Surrounds Us by Emily Skrutskie. Leave a like, leave a comment, maybe subscribe if you like the video, because I'm definitely going to talk more. I have a lot to say. Alright, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye!